small boy named Christopher Robin, there were some remarkable toys. There was timid little Piglet, gloomy old Eeyore, bouncy Kanga, and little Roo. But the most remarkable of all was a bear called Winnie the Pooh. Now, all of these remarkable animals lived in an enchanted place called the 100-Acre Wood. And this is where our story begins. On this blustery day, Pooh decided to visit his thoughtful spot. And on the way there, he made up a little hum, and it went something like this. Hum, dum, dum-a-dee-dum, dum-dum-dee. Oh, the wind is lashing lustily, and the trees are thrashing thrustily, and the leaves are rustling gustily, so it's rather safe to say that it seems that it may turn out to be fields, that it will undoubtedly looks like a rather blustery day today. It seems that it may turn out to be fields, that it will undoubtedly looks like a rather blustery day. Oh, I know today is Wednesday, and this is how I know. It is always on a Wednesday that the winds begin to blow. Oh, the wind is lashing lustily, and the trees are thrashing thrustily, and the leaves are rustling gustily, so it is rather safe to say that it seems that it may turn out to be fields, that it will undoubtedly looks like a rather blustery day today. It seems that it may turn out to be fields, that it will undoubtedly looks like a rather blustery day. The end. Everybody inside. Fortunately, Pooh's thoughtful spot was in a sheltered place, and now he sat down and tried very hard to think of something. Since Pooh was a bear with a very little brain, whenever he thought in the most thoughtful way he could think.
What's wrong, Sonny? Got a headache?
No, I was just thinking.
Oh, what about?
Oh, bother, you made me forget.
If I were you, I would think about getting out of here.
Why?
Because it's Wednesday.
It is? Oh, then I think I shall wish everyone a happy Wednesday, and I will begin with my dear friend Piglet. Now, Piglet's house was in another part of the forest. It was a very grand house in the middle of a beech tree, and Piglet loved it very much because it had belonged to his grandfather, Trespasser Will, which was short for Trespassers William. Well, although Piglet was timid, he was also very tidy. And this blustery day was giving him a bit of a bother.
Oh, dear. This wind is a very unfriendly wind. Just look at my front yard. I don't mind the leaves that are leaving. It's the leaves that are coming. Help! Help! Somebody save me! Oh, Pooh, am I glad to see you?
Yeah, happy Wednesday, Piglet.
It isn't very happy for me.
Where are you going, Piglet?
That is what I ask myself. Where?
And what do you think you will answer yourself?
I shall have to wait until I get there, I guess.
Here, give me your hand.
Oh, I am unraveling.
And you know it was true? For instead of catching Piglet's hand, all Pooh caught was the arm of Piglet's sweater. And as the wind swept Piglet up into the sky, the sweater unraveled until Piglet was flying high over the country like a kite. First he blew over Kanga and Roo wanted next time to fly Piglet. Eeyore's house and Rabbit's rutabaga patch were devastated by the flying Piglet and the dragging Pooh. Then, with the lustiest, blustiest blast of all, Piglet and Pooh were blown right up into a tree, right up to Owl's house.
Today's weather report called off on account of bad weather. Bosh. Incredible. Someone's pasted Piglet on my window. Well, I see you've taken to flight. I wasn't aware that piglets had the necessary dorsal muscles for aerobatics.
I don't.
Happy Wednesday, Owl.
Wednesday? Ho, ho, my good fellow. This is only a gentle spring zephyr compared to the big wind of 67, or was it 76? Well, no matter.
You're not listening. I was just looking, and I was just wondering, is there honey in that box?
Oh, yes, of course. Help yourself.
Oh, thank you.
Now, as I was saying, I remember the big blow well. It was the same year my Aunt Clara went to visit her cousin, a screech owl, who sang soprano in the London Opera. Constant practicing so unnerved my aunt that she laid a seagull egg by mistake. Well. Licked the platter clean, so to speak.
Did you do that?
I don't think so. Owl's floor was slowly trying to see what it would look like as a wall. And the wall was trying to be a ceiling, and the tree roots were trying to be branches.
Sassafras. You better shingle that shack, Sonny. She's gonna rain like 60 come nightfall. I'm going somewhere and dig me a high hole.
Owl's friends soon gathered at the scene of his misfortune, and no one seemed to know what to do, except Eeyore.
If you ask me, and nobody has, I say when a house looks like that, it's time to find another one.
That's a very good idea, Eeyore.
A thankless job, but I'll find a new one for him. Might take a day or two.
Good. That will just give me time to tell you about my Uncle Clyde, a very independent barn owl. Didn't give a hoot for tradition. Yes. He became enamored of a pussycat and went to see a beautiful pea-green boat. But that's another story.
Finally, the blustery day turned into a blustery night. And to Pooh it was a very anxious sort of night. And all around his house he heard anxious sorts of noises. And one of the noises was a sound that he never had heard before. Now, Pooh, being a bear with a very little brain, did a very brave thing. He decided to invite the new sound in. Hello out there. Oh, I hope nobody answers.
Hello, I'm Tigger.
Oh, you scared me.
Sure I did. Everyone's scared of tigers. Who are you?
I'm Pooh.
What's a pooh?
You're sitting on one.
Glad to meet you. I'm new around here. Name's Tigger. I, double T-I, double gear. That spells Tigger.
What is a tigger?
Glad you brought that up, chum. The wonderful thing about tigers is tigers are wonderful things. Their tops are made out of rubber. Their bottoms are made out of springs. They're bouncy, trouncy, bouncy, bouncy, fun, 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 fun. But the most wonderful thing about tigers is I'm the only one. Wonderful thing about tigers is tigers are wonderful chaps. They're loaded with women with vigor. They love to leap in your laps. They're jumpy, bumpy, humpy, bumpy, fun, 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 fun. But the most wonderful thing about tigers is I'm the only one. Tigers are cuddly fellows. Tigers are awfully sweet. Everyone else is jealous. That's why I repeat and repeat. The wonderful thing about tigers is tigers are wonderful things. Their tops are made out of rubber. Their bottoms are made out of springs. They're bouncy, trouncy, flouncy, pouncy, fun, 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 fun. But the most wonderful thing about tigers is I'm the only one. Oh, I'm the only one.
In exploring Pooh's house, Tigger discovered a mirror. Now, Tigger had never seen himself in a mirror, and he did not think much of what he saw.
Well, I say, that's the silliest thing I ever saw. Look at those beady little eyes, and that preposterous chin, and those ridiculous striped pajamas.
Well, it looks just like another Tigger to me.
Oh, no, it's not. I'm the only Tigger. Watch me scare the stripes off the imposter. Is he gone?
All except the tail. Tigger. Tigger, where are you?
Hello, I'm Tigger.
You said that.
Did I say I was hungry?
I don't think so.
Then I'll say it. I'm hungry.
Not for honey, I hope.
Yeah. Tigers don't like honey.
But you said...
That icky, sticky stuff is only fit for heffalumps and woozles.
You mean elephants and weasels.
That's what I said. Heffalumps and woozles.
Yeah, but see, what the hell... what does what you said, what do they do?
Oh, nothing much. Just steal honey.
Steal honey?
That's right. Well, I better be bouncing along. Cheerio, chum. Oh, the wonderful thing about Tiggers is Tiggers are wonderful chaps. They're loaded with vim and with vigor. They love to leap in your laps. They're jumpy, bumpy, humpy, bumpy, fun, 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 fun. But the most wonderful thing about Tiggers is I'm the only one. Tiggers are cuddly fellows. Tiggers are awfully sweet. Everyone else is jealous. That's why I repeat and repeat. The wonderful thing about Tiggers is Tiggers are wonderful things. Their tops are made out of rubber. Their bottoms are made out of springs. They're bouncy, 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 fun, 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 fun.